What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are looking at the new car in iRacing, the Ferrari 296 Challenge. We are at Spa and look at this car. This is an amazing looking car. It looks like a Ferrari, obviously. But yeah, look at those curves. I really love curves on the car because it just feels really aerodynamic and just like so sleek. Anyways, let's hop in the car and test it out. First of all, let's listen to how the engine sounds. This is how it sounds. Pretty nice, pretty nice. It's got that little like psst at the end of the throttle, which is something I kind of like in the cars, because I'm not really sure why. But anyways, let's take this baby out on track. But first I gotta pick a suitable setup for this track. This is probably low downforce. And let's take this baby out on track. Man, just look at the acceleration. That is some insane acceleration, and this seems much faster than a GT3. We're already at 240 kilometers per hour. Pretty darn quick, this car, pretty darn quick. But we're gonna see how it performs under braking. Here I'm gonna do a couple of weaves down the straight. I feel like with this car you can really feel that weight transfer going from one wheel to the other. And this is a somewhat hard braking zone. We're still on pretty cold tires, so we're gonna have to get them warmed up in a couple of laps. So one thing I'm not sure about, right, is if this car actually uses the new like GT3 tire model, and if it takes longer to warm up the tires. Yeah, I'm not really sure what temps we're getting at the moment, so we're just gonna take it easy around the track for a couple of laps and see how it performs when the tires are up to optimal temperature. One thing I can say though, this car feels like it's quite a bit of a challenge to drive, which is, I guess, in the name, the Ferrari Challenge. So I think D-Class drivers might have a little bit of a struggle with this car, especially just coming out of rookies, considering last season they drove the Ferrari GT3 in the Ferrari Challenge Series, and the race quality hasn't exactly been super amazing. And honestly, I expect this next season to also be a mess. Like, this car is not easy to drive. From what I can tell, this car has a pretty sharp front end, especially in the low speeds. For example here, like, it just turns in so fast, and also the rear is pretty slippery. Like, this is a pretty snappy car. So yeah, let's get these tires warmed up and we'll try out a fast lap. As you see, we got a little bit of oversteer there. I think the weight transfer kind of gets you. Alright, let's add a flying lap here and see what time we get. Alright, here we go. Alright, we're a bit up on time now. Come on. Last lap was a 2:17.9. So hopefully we can crack the 16s. We just have to not get an off track here. Beautiful. 2 tenths up. Come on. Oh, I just missed the apex there. Nice, wrap on time. Let's go. Look at that slip angle. It's actually kind of insane. Like, the rear is actually so responsive. It's the front and the rears. Such a nice car to drive. I think the tires are actually kind of more warm when it's the third lap. Like, we're actually like a whole second up now. I'm not even pushing that hard. So, yeah, it takes a couple laps for sure. Bit wide there. Bit of a slide, but we are up on time. So that was a 2:16.9. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, this car feels super responsive. But anyways, let's take this car to a higher downforce track and see how it performs with a higher downforce setup. So for a high downforce track, I decided to choose Sebring because it's got a lot of curbs, it's got a lot of tight turns. I think it's just a great way to test the car. So we're gonna pick that high downforce setup and see how it does. We're gonna have to do like probably 3 or 4 laps to actually get the tires up to 10. So we're just gonna take it easy for now. Right. So this car seems like one of those cars where you're probably never gonna see first gear, like ever, when you're actually on track. Because the gear ratios are actually pretty interesting. Alright, so I've done 2 laps, and the tires should be fairly warm now. So let's go for a flying lap here. So it kind of feels like this car, it can get a lot of rotation under braking, but when you're on throttle, you're just going to understeer like all the way. So it's probably a great car to practice your braking technique. As you can see, we just like got on throttle there and just like understeered all the way. Nice, we're up on time, let's go! It seems like this car is actually faster than the GT3s. Just looking at the lap time, it seems like it's about probably 2 or 3 seconds quicker, possibly. So definitely a fun one to drive. Very technical as well. It's going to be tough to squeeze that lap time out of this car. A whole second up. Let's go. Let's keep going. Kind of overslowed for that corner. It's not bad at riding curbs, at least the curbs at Sebring. Not sure for higher curbs like at Imola. But yeah, it's a pretty solid car. Yeah, but yeah, the understeer on throttle is absolutely insane. Like, it just feels like there's no grip at the front at all. So on throttle, I feel like you actually get a lot of understeer, so it does seem like you have to get most of the rotation under braking in this car. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, definitely hit that like and subscribe because it really helps the channel out. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.